Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So how about this? President-elect Donald Trump, not even in office yet, created 50,000 jobs. Apparently he's convinced the telecommunications giant SoftBank to invest $50 billion in the United States. $50 billion. That is 5 Donald Trumps. $50 billion into the United States. Out of USA Today, telecommunications giant SoftBank plans to invest $50 billion into the U.S. economy and add 50,000 jobs. President-elect Donald Trump made the announcement in New York on Tuesday. Trump made the announcement first over Twitter after meeting with SoftBank CEO, I don't know what his name is, his last name's Sun, I can pronounce that one, for 45 minutes at Trump Tower. The Japanese company has a majority stake in Sprint, whose plans to merge with rival T-Mobile were thwarted by the Obama administration. Sun's summit with Trump is very likely to rekindle the possibility of a merger between Sprint and T-Mobile, says wireless analyst Caiden Cowger. Today's visit with the groundwork is a groundwork for an inevitable deal. Sun has a strong interest in pursuing the merger. Sun did not say what specific investments SoftBank would make, though he told the Wall Street Journal that they would be part of a previously announced $100 billion tech investment fund. We were talking about it, and then I said I'd like to celebrate his presidential job. Sun said during an interview, I guess it was during a press conference in the lobby, in the lobby of Trump Tower, in an apparent reference to Trump's vow. SoftBank spokesman Matthew Nicholson declined to comment, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, they're investing a total of $50 billion into the United States economy, creating 50,000 jobs, courtesy of your next president, Donald J. Trump. So he is not even in the White House yet, and he's already making deals. He's already bringing jobs to the United States. And I was watching Sean Hannity on Fox News, and they had this guy on there. I forget what his name is. He's a typical liberal. But he was saying, well, you look at all the jobs that President Obama has created under his entire 8 years in office. Well, Donald Trump isn't even in office yet, and he's created 50,000 jobs. Actually, we're at 51,400 jobs because you have the Boeing, or not Boeing, but a Carrier. That's another story that's coming up. But Carrier air conditioners staying in Indianapolis. So Trump is not even president yet, and he's already created over 51,000 jobs. That's pretty good. But talking about Boeing, because the name popped up in my head and for good reason, there's a story that's out where Donald Trump apparently is not going to have Air Force One remade. And this is from Fox Business. Trump targets Boeing for out-of-control Air Force One costs. This is big news. President-elect Donald Trump has a message for Air Force One builder Boeing. Get off my plane. Trump criticized Boeing on Tuesday for what he called out-of-control costs associated with a project to build 2 new Air Force One jets. He called for the federal government to cancel the company's contract. Boeing is building a brand new 747 Air Force One for future presidents, but costs are out of control. More than $4 billion. Cancel order, Trump wrote in a message on Twitter. Trump later spoke to reporters in the lobby of Trump Tower in New York, saying that the project is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I think Boeing is doing a little bit of a number, Trump said. We want Boeing to make a lot of money, but not that much money. Boeing issued a statement saying that the Chicago-based company is currently under contract for a $170 million jet to help determine the capabilities of these complex military aircraft that serve the unique requirements of the President of the United States. We look forward to working with the U.S. Air Force on subsequent phases of the program, allowing us to deliver the best planes for the President at the best value for the American taxpayer, Boeing said. Shares of Boeing slipped as much as 1.4 as investors reacted to Trump's remarks. So there you go. Boeing, apparently, according to Donald Trump, is not going to be making another Air Force One. Now, I don't know, what's going to come of that, because, they are under contract. But it sounds to me like he just could very well have canceled the order on this big thing. And actually, because I guess they were looking at creating this entirely new aircraft, so I assume that if they don't build a new, Air Force One, that present plane, the present, mega jet, is going to be used by Donald Trump. So the one that Obama used will be used by Trump. So that would also mean that the President Air Force One could very well not end up in the Obama library, because Trump will be using it. So, maybe that's the reason why Obama ordered this new Air Force One, because I want a jet like Reagan in my library. So, yeah, that's who knows. That's hilarious, though. So Donald Trump giving Boeing the boot, saying that, nope, you're going to charge that much for it. This is out of control. Not going to happen. I'll just use my plane now. I don't know what he's going to do. It's going to be interesting watching that, though. And by the way, there was another story that was up here, because, a lot of liberals are having trouble coping with the election results. And apparently Google is really just dumbfounded by this election. They don't know what to do, because we have an article here from Daily Mail, and it's on this story coming out of Google that suddenly Obama-friendly, liberal, progressive Google is needing a conservative outreach manager. A conservative outreach manager to help shape agendas with policymakers after Trump's election win. So apparently Google is advertising for a conservative outreach manager in Washington, D.C. The role is based in company's policy, or in the company's policy team to help shape the agenda with policymakers, I guess, for stuff that benefits Google. This is from Daily Mail. Google advertised for a conservative outreach manager for its policy team just 10 days after Donald Trump won the election. The company is looking for a Washington, D.C. based manager to work on its public policy team to shape agendas with policymakers inside and outside government. Google posted the job on its career website, calling for someone to act as the company's liaison to conservative groups. You are part organizer, part advocate, and part policy wonk, as you understand the world of third-party non-governmental advocacy organizations, the listing reads. You can work a room, tell Google's story in an elevator, or from a podium and work with partner organizations on shared projects to advance Google's public policy goals. The ad suggests Google is working to push its agenda on Trump's administration when they take office. But a spokesman declined to comment, according to Bloomberg. It comes after CEO Sundar Pichai told BBC last month that he was deeply divided, that the U.S. was deeply divided following Trump's presidential win. So it appears that actually Google is going to have to move closer to the right after Trump won. That's funny. The job advert with Google calls on someone who has direct experience working with conservative groups, advocacy organizations, think tanks, and foundations on issue campaigns or public policy. The conservative job at Google isn't really new, and the internet giant has hired in the no Republicans before, according to Bloomberg. The last policy manager had previously worked on Mitt Romney's campaign in 2012. So Google is looking for a conservative outreach manager because they don't know how to talk to somebody that is not a liberal. So isn't that great? That's our major search engine there for you. Google, go. Anyway, so we have one other thing here, and this is something that is off the political realm, although it will affect the economy. But you have Amazon now that is introducing really this major job killer that's going to be really affecting Americans if it was embraced, or if it is embraced nationally, because it's just absolutely insane. But New York Post is reporting this, and apparently Amazon revealed on Monday their latest plan to automate American workers out of existence. They're presenting a futuristic grocery store without any cashiers. High-tech sensors and artificial intelligence are allowing shoppers at the Seattle food market to swipe an app when they enter, then roam the aisles and grab staples like bread and milk, cheese, Cheez-Its, all that stuff. Okay, well, anyway, they're going into we don't need to go into specifics, but they're buying stuff. Okay, customers can watch as the items they pluck off the shelves get added to a virtual cart on the app and subtracted if they put them back, with receipts emailed to them once they leave, according to the company. The 1,800 square foot Amazon Go store is currently open to employees of the online retail giant, but the company plans to start letting the public in next year. Amazon will also test out large multi-function stores with curbside pickup capability and drive-through prototype locations, sources told the Wall Street Journal. The company wants to open more than 2,000 brick-and-mortar stores, compared with about 2,800 operated by Kroger, and now the nation's largest full-service grocery store. So Kroger's, I'm sure you have a local Kroger's in your area unless it went out of business, but you know of a Kroger's around you. So basically, Amazon is just wanting to have less than 800 Kroger's active in the United States. So 2,000 stores active throughout the U.S. So more than likely there'll be one somewhere near you. Now that's really quite concerning because it's killing jobs. It is absolutely killing jobs. And don't get me wrong, I like some technological advances, all right? If it wasn't for the internet, it'd be hard for me to distribute my show, okay? So I love some technological advances. Liberals hate that part because they don't want this getting out. But anyway, but this is absolutely insane because what you're doing is that you're taking jobs away from people. I mean, at least with the self-checkout things that like Walmart has, it requires somebody to be behind the screen or be, at the front monitoring everything to make sure that the purchases are going through. So it does put some people to work at least, but this just completely takes all that away. It is going to kill jobs. So there you have more unemployment. And the thing that I really don't believe that Amazon is considering is that if there aren't any jobs, how in the world is anybody going to have any money to buy something from their little technologically advanced store? It's not going to happen because you have to have a job in order to make money. And if everything is just replaced by machines, by robots, how are we going to be able to afford to buy anything? I mean, it just completely destroys all the jobs in the grocery market. The only people that are going to be making any money are the people that can afford to build these types of stores and own them. And I assume that you'll probably have a manager of these stores. And in dealing with returns, you're going to have people behind the, counter for that too. However, look at how many people work for places like Walmart, for these different stores that are grocery stores, for retail shops. And now we're, getting these automatic things created or these automatic, stores available. And of course, the business owners are going to be able to make more money out of stuff like this because they don't have to pay the cost of health insurance and their employees. So it's a win for them, but it's a loss for the U.S. economy and for employment because it's killing jobs left and right. And this will be really detrimental if it's successful.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger.
Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program, the youngest syndicated radio host in the United States. It is great to have you with us. So, Hillary Clinton's having a big party. Hey! Hillary Clinton is throwing a party, according to page6.com, to thank her millionaire donors. Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine are throwing a party at the Plaza Hotel on December the 15th to thank those who donated millions to the campaign. And, I still have to say, back on election night, you look at all the people that turned out for her. I mean, that's probably the biggest crowd that she had on election night. And then what ended up happening? She just said, I don't really care. I don't care. I lost. I'm not going out there. I can't go out there. I can't. She never made a speech. She wouldn't make a speech on election night. And you have all of these, liberals that are just so sore that they lost the election, bawling their eyes out. And she doesn't, and she's probably bawling her eyes out in the back, and she wouldn't face them. She refused to face them. And then what ended up happening? You had John Podesta that goes out, well, there's not going to be a decision tonight, and then tells everyone to go home. So they all go sobbing to their cars, sulking all the way back to their houses. And then what ends up happening? Hillary calls Donald Trump to concede the election. So yeah, it wasn't, I guess, that night, but it was that morning. So technically, yeah, it still was that night she conceded the election. So yeah, they knew that she lost. Well, now apparently she's making it better, not with her loyal, middle-class supporters, but rather with her millionaire donors. The party will be held at the Grand Ballroom on the 3rd floor to honor the Hillary for America Finance Leadership Council. Guests expected are big bundlers, including Harvey Weinstein. Oh, here's that name again. Anna Wintour, Alan Parkroff, and Troy Butch, and Mark Larcy. One insider said, hopefully there's no balconies. One investor said, hopefully there's no balconies so nobody can jump. Usually, Kaine is throwing his own holiday celebration in New York City earlier the same day. The insider mused, is he trying to keep the donor network alive for a presidential run? Can you imagine Tim the Jesuit running for president? I mean, the guy is just an absolutely pathetic politician. Can you imagine him actually doing a presidential run himself? I mean, Tim Kaine, all that he was a crutch, was a cane for Hillary Clinton. I mean, no one really liked him. No one knew who he was. No one was impressed by him. So, does anyone honestly think he's going to run? And by the way, there was an art. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. There's an article that was out on Joe Biden. Democratic lawmakers are wanting Joe Biden to run in 2020. Democratic lawmakers want Joe Biden to run in 2020. I mean, I remind you guys, you remember Debbie Wasserman Schultz? How she accused the Republican Party of just being a party full of old white guys? Well, what's this? Now, we have the Democratic Party that's becoming the party of old white guys. And senile old white guys at that. I mean, in 2020, you realize how old Joe Biden is going to be? He's presently 74. Biden will be 78. If he wins the election in 2020, you know how old he'll be if he is elected for, let's just say he's elected for 4 years, all right? He serves a 4-year term. He'll be 82. 4 more years, you know how old Biden will be? 86. He will be 86 years old. So Democrats are pushing for Joe Biden to run in 2020, where he will be 86 if he wins 2 terms. That's absolutely insane. Vice President Biden may be on his way out of the White House, but Democrats aren't ready to see him leave politics yet. Biden made his final appearance at the Democratic caucus meeting on Tuesday just after he declined to rule out running for president in 2020. The news that Biden made the night before about leaving the door open to a presidential run didn't come up during the meeting, despite the long odds facing a potential Biden run in 2020, when he'll turn 78. He's presently 74. Multiple lawmakers said that they were, trying to get Biden to run, trying to get Biden to seek the White House in 4 years. There were some 2020 chance, said Representative Tim Waltz, Democrat from Minnesota. People were hurling at him, and he really didn't respond. Biden stayed just as noncommittal outside the caucus meeting, brushing aside questions from reporters about whether he intends to launch a candidacy 4 years after he decided to stay out of the 2016 race. Asked by The Hill whether he'll run in 2020, Biden replied, "Heck, I don't know what is going to happen." So he's not ruling it out. He doesn't know what is going to happen. He's not ruling it out. One lawmaker even implored him during the meeting to run for chairman of the Democratic National Committee. Representative Jackie Speer? Maybe it's Speer. I think it's Speer. Speer. I don't know. Speer. Democrat from California told The Hill afterward that she thinks Biden, with his Scranton, PA roots, is the right messenger for Democrats trying to reach working-class voters. That's who we need, Speer said. He's the other side of the coin of President-elect Donald Trump, really, unscripted, authentic. That's who the American people want to hear from. We're way too poll-driven, she added. Yeah, you better believe it, because, when you have Huffington Post saying that Hillary's going to win at 98% and then loses the election, that's, you're way too poll-driven there. People want the real deal. He's the real deal. Joe just has to be Joe, as Obama would say. Biden, however, isn't interested in the DNC post. No, thank you, he said. Biden's appearance was part pep rally and part election post-mortem. He complained that the campaign didn't focus enough on policy issues and that Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton faced double standards as a female candidate. So Joe Biden apparently is not ruling out a potential run in 2020. And by the way, speaking of, the double standards of Hillary Clinton, because Democrats are still absolutely just flabbergasted that Hillary couldn't win. And you have Van Jones that's out there on CNN absolutely shocked that Democratic women didn't even vote for Hillary. Go ahead and listen to this. This is Van Jones on CNN.
I'm very curious about you because...
This is, go ahead.
Because all the men in your family, your sons, everybody voted for Trump. You went down, you voted for every Democrat on the ballot, but when it came to the presidency, what'd you do?
I didn't vote for anybody.
You didn't vote for anybody?
Nobody.
But you are a woman.
Oh my gosh!
And you are a Democratic woman.
Oh my gosh!
And Hillary Clinton, as best I can tell,
is
a woman.
What was that? Is he like blowing up there? She's a woman. What do you think you're doing? What are you doing? You're a woman. She's a woman. We're all women. You're women. I'm women. What's he doing there? What's this little constipation thing that he's doing? Take a stool softener, Van.
I don't get it.
She scared me.
I don't get it.
Donald scared me. So my morals could not allow me to, Mark, like I told you, she did her job in making me not want to vote for Trump. All those scary things about what he says. But she did not do her job in showing me why I should vote for her.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's a heartbreaker, I think, for a lot of Democrats to hear.
Yeah, it is for you. This is insane. Well, guys, I'll tell you exactly why she didn't vote for Hillary. It's the same exact reason I stated when the election was still going on. Women did not want Hillary to serve as their first representative in the White House.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's happy driving stress reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China...
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So, we are just 17 days away from Christmas. How about that? 17 days away. Looking forward to it. By the way, we can say Merry Christmas again. None of that happy holiday stuff. That comes after Christmas. But anyway, guys, have a few video clips that I want to play here for you. Because one thing that I have expressed previously on this show, played different segments for you, the media is having a really difficult time dealing with this. I mean, we just played the Van Jones constipation segment in the last segment. Where he's like, I can't believe women didn't vote for Hillary. Hey, you're a woman. Why didn't you vote for her? Whatever. Okay, but that was Van Jones. And now we have another clip. CNN just is they're completely beside themselves. CNN is critical of Donald Trump. You have former Obama advisor Axelrod bashing Trump for being critical of unfriendly media outlets. This is David Axelrod. Go ahead and listen to this.
He can simply ignore what they call the mainstream media if he wants to. Is that at all realistic?
Look, I don't know any president who loves the press that covers him because the job of the media is to take a critical look at the administration. But Donald Trump is epically thin-skinned, and his notion is that if you write nice things about me or if you say nice things about me, then I will play with you. But if not, I will go over your head and tell my version of the truth. And there's real danger in this for our democracy because part of the check on unbridled power is a free press. And for a president to say, you know what, I don't really believe in that, is a little bit frightening.
All right. Donald Trump has criticized the media because they've been treating him extremely unfairly, right? So that's what's going on here. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is David Axelrod, former Obama advisor. Former Obama advisor. Now, listen to this. President Obama, throughout his entire presidency, has attacked Fox News, has attacked conservative talk radio, has attacked conservative bloggers for writing the truth. And Obama has done the same exact thing, except he spewed nothing but lies. We have audio bits of this. This is President Obama accusing Fox News and talk radio of being misleading.
It's the story that is broadcast every day.
Every day.
On some cable news stations.
On
right-wing radio. It's pumped into cars and bars and VFW halls all across America and right here in Elkhart.
So there you go. What's Obama doing there? What's Obama doing? This was back in June when he said this. He is attacking conservative talk radio. He's attacking the media. Is he not? Except he's specifically going after organizations like Fox News and, radio hosts like Rush Limbaugh. So there you have Obama attacking the media back in June, earlier this year. Well, all right, let's go to another clip here. We have President Obama dissing bloggers and talk radio again. This is back in October of 2013. Go ahead and listen to this. This is Obama again.
The government is reopened, and this threat to our economy is removed. All of us need to stop focusing on the lobbyists and the bloggers and the talking heads on radio and the professional activists who profit from conflict and focus on what the majority of Americans sent us here to do.
Stop focusing on talk radio, the bloggers, all that stuff that you hear on the different cable networks. So President Obama has attacked the media, the conservative media, the media actually promoting the truth. And do we have David Axelrod saying, oh, well, Obama's unprofessional. Obama is anti-freedom of press because he's dissing the media. No, Axelrod doesn't say this. Clear double standard here between President Obama and Donald Trump. You want me to tell you what's really going on? Donald Trump is using the liberal left's tactics against them, because we've had this garbage going on with Obama for 8 years. where he's combated conservative talk radio. He's combated TV organizations like Fox News. And no one gets a free pass. Oh, no one questions that. Yeah, the media, they're out of line. It's what the rest of the mainstream liberal outlets say. But now you have Donald Trump that is targeting the liberal outlets, and what are they saying? Oh, this is uncalled for. Donald Trump is anti-freedom of press. Well, I guess you could take that as being anti-freedom of press then, from what President Obama said pertaining to talk radio, pertaining to Fox News, pertaining to blogs. That's anti-freedom of speech, anti-freedom of press. But no, the liberal media just completely gives him a free pass. Why? Because he's a Democrat. See, there's a complete double standard here. So in other words, Obama can attack the media whenever he sees fit, but Donald Trump can't do that. Obama can call some different portions of the media dishonest, but Donald Trump can't do that. See how it works? Why? Because Obama has a D right beside of his name, and Trump has an R. So Donald Trump can't get by with that, but Obama can. Clear double standard here that we just heard from David Axelrod and his little cronies at CNN. So guys, I'm telling you, this is just so absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. But that's what we're dealing with. We are dealing with a bunch of hypocrites that are in control of the media in this country. And you know what? Their little media empire is crumbling because people see this as for what it is. They see the hypocrisy. They see that these news outlets are nothing more than just propaganda machines for the Democratic Party. And, you know, I could even take offense to that being a conservative radio host myself. Don't listen to talk radio. No, because you very rarely ever hear double standards like what I am pointing out in the mainstream media. You don't hear it. They don't report it. Even Fox News oftentimes isn't able to make these connections. So thank God for talk radio, because we're able to reveal to you the truth, the hypocrisy going on in media, the hypocrisy going on in government, and make sure that you have the knowledge and information that you need in order to form a conclusion about this. And when double standards are going on, we let you know it. So thank God that we're able to come here every day and tell you the truth, tell you what's going on, because no one else is. Well, Donald Trump has been doing a good job at that. But it's nice to hear voices validating what he's saying and proving him right. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of the stuff that Trump has been expressing pertaining to the media is absolutely right on. They wanted Donald Trump to lose, and he won, and they can't deal with it. That's why you have constipated Van Jones on CNN not able to understand that women did not want Hillary to serve as their first representative in the White House. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, this is just absolute madness in the media, and they know that their credibility, I think, is in danger. That's why they're freaking out. They know that they're not being taken seriously anymore, and that's why they're saying that Trump is so dangerous. He's destroying freedom of press. No, he's destroying your networks because they're corrupt. They're not reporting news. They're biased in favor of the Democratic Party, and he's calling you out on it and revealing it. And see, Mitt Romney wouldn't even do that. Well, you know, every politician gets negative press. No, not to the degree where every single thing that the guy does is criticized or exaggerated. Most of the stuff that they have attacked Donald Trump about has been exaggerated, and no one takes him seriously anymore. They were so out to get Donald Trump in this election that no one can take him seriously. You can't. And, you know, thank God that this was revealed, because this has been going on for a long time. I mean, I tell you, it is just so absolutely insane. The media has the audacity to say that, you know, Donald Trump is trying to destroy the First Amendment because he attacks the media, but gives Obama a free pass when he comes after talk radio. Funny.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger.
Somebody had to say it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Chris Matthews with MSNBC is getting another throw up his leg. Woo! Joe Biden apparently was on there. And by the way, if you didn't get that reference, he said that when Obama was making his speech one time that he was literally getting a throw up his leg. Yeah, he's a weirdo. But anyway, Biden was apparently on MSNBC hinting at a 2020 run for president. Go ahead and listen to this. This is from MSNBC.
Well, just moments ago, Vice President Joe Biden was up on Capitol Hill, and he said he will run for president in 2020. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell was one of the reporters with the vice president. She joins us now. Okay, Kelly, for real, for fun, for what?
Well, that's what we were trying to figure out. So let me set the scene. The vice president was here presiding over the Senate while a bill that has now been named in the honor of his son, Beau, who died of cancer, a cancer-related treatment bill. And so he was here, and it was sort of an emotional setting. He came off the Senate floor. A small group of us were talking to him, asking him about what did this mean and so forth. I said, you know, these are the final days of your time in office. Did that add to the emotion? And he began talking about what it means for him in the Senate. And then he said, I'm going to run again. And we actually laughed, thinking he was teasing, because we assumed his career in public life had come to an end. And I will read you exactly what he said. He said, I love this place, referring to public life. And there was a question, are you going to run again? He said, yeah, I am. I am going to run in 2020. For what, the question? For president. And also, you know, what the man? Anyway, that sounds like Biden, doesn't it? And I said to him, Mr. Vice President, we're going to run with that if you drop something like that. He said, okay, go ahead. Circled back around again. Mr. Vice President, were you kidding? And his answer was this. First of all, he paused for 4 long seconds as he thought about what he was going to say. I'm not committing to not running. I'm not committing to anything. I learned a long time ago, fate has a strange way of intervening. Now, Chris, as you understand in the Senate, there are places where no cameras are permitted. So I recorded the audio on my iPhone, and I believe we have a clip of that so you can hear it and see what you think based on his voice.
Okay, Cal, we'll do it right now. Here it is.
I'm going to run in 2020. For what? But for president. What the man? Anyway.
We're going to run with that, sir, you know. Drop that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Chris, to be clear, were you kidding about running for president in 2020?
I'm not committing not to run. I'm not committing to anything. I learned a long time ago, fate has a strange way of intervening.
Fate has a...
So there you go. So Biden may be very well running in 2020, which would mean that he'll be 82 or 84. Yeah, no, 82 when he would finish his first term. So he'll be an old, senile man, more so than he is now. So there you go. That's Joe Biden hinting at a run. And I tell you, this is just absolutely insane. Media is really eating this up, though, because, I mean, MSNBC, I mean, they've been really taking it hard, this entire, whole politics thing, political arena. And I guess this kind of gives them something to look forward to. We have hope. Biden, the senile old white guy, is going to save us. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Chris Matthews, whatever. But yeah, so they're looking forward to a potential Joe Biden run in 2016, or excuse me, 2020. I mean, 2020. So really, guys, I mean, you don't have too many people that can run on the Democratic side. I mean, Cory Booker is the only guy that I can think of that might potentially run in 2020 that would, not be an old white guy. I can't think of too many people that the Democratic Party has left unless Hillary rises from the grave again. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.